Hi, welcome to my vlog. So today I'll be giving some insights and tips about Thailand. If you want to travel to Thailand or Malaysia, you better keep watching. So this video is for you. Okay, so as you can see in my previous videos that I just recently uploaded, it's all about my trip in Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia. So I already gave my insights about Singapore. So today I'll be focusing on Thailand and Malaysia. Alright, so what happened to our trip? We went to Singapore first. We spent our Christmas there. And on December 25, we flew from Singapore to Thailand, as you can see on the video. Now, when we arrive in Thailand, it's already evening. So the first thing that you need to do is to buy a SIM card. That's very important because all of the writings there are really in Thai writing. There's no English. So it's really hard for you to locate the location. It's really hard for you. So I would suggest you need to buy a SIM card that has an internet connection. Anyways, they always offer package. Like for this particular SIM card, it's unlimited data or for how many gigabyte for how many days. So you can actually choose. It's all available. You can buy it at the airport once you arrive. I just want to let you know that during our trip, all of the activities that we did, it's all backpacking, like do it like DIY. We did not book any tour package. We just went on our own, except for Sentosa, where we bought a ticket in Klook that we paid for a lesser price. But I can really say that the prices there are really cheaper, so you better check it out if you want to go backpacking like us. Yeah, so you can check the rates. I was able to confirm that the prices there are really lesser than the actual price. Okay, so next is you better book a room or a hotel that is near to the tourist attraction. So in our case, we want to visit Grand Palace, Cowson Road there. So I really look for a hotel or a room or a hostel or an inn that's near to the destination, to the tourist attraction. So we booked the hostel. It's actually a guest house. Pransuri Guest House. It's in Bangkok. Okay, you can look for them in booking.com. I use booking.com during our trip to book our rooms. Okay, so I can really recommend this guest house. Why? Because it's cheap. Of course, we didn't have aircon. We just used fan. But it's okay because the room is huge, to be honest. And you have your own CR. And it's on the second floor. And on the ground floor is their restaurant. And they really cook really good. Like, their food is delicious. Yeah. So, it's really an advantage that where you live or where you stay, or it's really an advantage if ever you travel, you already have like with breakfast package, or if you don't have a breakfast package, the hotel that you're staying, they offer they offer food, or they sell food, or they have a restaurant, because in that way you can really save time and you can really eat before you go on a tour. Okay, so that's the first tip that I can really tell you. All right, so the next day we already started our tour. So we initially planned to go to Grand Palace. Now when we arrived there, of course, the first thing that we did was we booked a grab, because there's four of us, so we can just split it in four. whatever is the amount, and we really don't know yet the bus to ride or anything. But I would really suggest, if you are traveling alone or if there's only two of you, I would suggest you ride a bus because you can really save a lot rather than taking a grab. But if there's four of you, of course it's okay because you can pay lesser in that way. Okay, so when we arrive at the Grand Palace, the Grab unload us somewhere, not really in front of the Grand Palace, but you still need to walk. And there was a guy who approached us telling us that the Grand Palace is closed at that moment, like for an hour, because the monks are praying. Of course, we didn't know anything, so we just really believed it and followed it. So what can we do? We don't know anything. And they offered us like there's a tour, there's like a floating market, a local floating market in there near the area. So we just agreed to it. So when we went there, it's 800 baht per person. The boat went around the like went around, and then we can see the like city view or like some temples, just like that. So just in my own opinion, if you want to save money, don't take advantage of that boat riding, because all you can see is just really the city, and you can actually see it um if you ride other transportation. So there. But if you have a lot of money, then of course you can take advantage all of those. Okay, just that is tip number one. I would suggest do not ride that one, and you better use your money to other activities. Okay. And what happened, that boat brought us to Wat Arun. But there's a lot of ways. There's another way for you to go to Wat Arun. There's a ferry, and in which you can pay you can pay a lesser price for you to go to Wat Arun. So I would suggest you better take that route. Okay. Now in Wat Arun, it's 50 baht, the entrance fee. And if you go there, as you can see on my vlog, we rented their traditional costume. It's for 100 baht, and it's unlimited time, unlimited picture. However, you cannot use that costume if you go inside Wat Arun. It's just really for picture taking. Well, for me, I really took advantage of it because I just really like it. Okay. All right. So, okay, next. Grand Palace and Wat Po, or the reclining Buddha in Bangkok, is just really walking distance from the ferry after you take off from Wat Arun. So you just need to walk. It's you just need to walk for a few minutes. Okay. And along the street, you can actually see there like a tourist information. I would suggest do not ask anyone. Okay, we just really learned our lesson. Another tip, do not ask anyone. Just trust Google Map and ask only tourist information or tourist booth, something like that. Do not ask police, guards, or other people. I would suggest you better ask students. If you can see like Thai students who are very wearing uniform, I would suggest you better ask them, because in my own opinion, they will tell you um, accurate information, and they will really help you, because they will really help you. And another reason for that, most of the students, they know how to speak English. Elder people doesn't know, so that's a reason why. And then whenever you ask them what to ride going to this destination, because after we went to Grand Palace and Wat Po, we really wanted to go to Chatuchak Market. Now we don't know what to ride, and we really ask for it, and we really ask what to ride, what's this and that, and people are just really telling us ride a taxi. And then if you will ride their taxi, they will not use their meter. They said it, no meter, no meter. They will really charge you a high rate, something like that. So, and I would suggest trust Google Map. I'm not an endorser of Google or whatever, but during our trip, Google Map is really our best friend. Yeah, that's why you need internet connection so that you can really access Google Map, because Google Map will really tell you what to ride, the exact bus number, the exact bus stop, and the exact location where you need to go, where you need to wait, or something like that. Okay, now if you want to go to Grand Palace, the entrance fee there is 500 baht. Okay, and if you want to go to Wat Po is where the reclining Buddha in Bangkok. It's 100 baht with free water. In Wat Po, you can also see there other temples, like other Buddha, like standing Buddha, sitting Buddha, and like there's a lot of Buddha. Yeah, there's really a lot of Buddha there, like Buddha temple. Okay, and um, that's and another, if you want to visit Ayutthaya, I would suggest that 1 day trip is enough. 1 day trip to Ayutthaya is really good because all you can see there are really pagodas, like different structure of pagodas and different meanings and different still the same Buddha but different story of what happened to that particular pagoda. So there, and the scenery is actually nice. Yes, and you can also have there the elephant riding, but I would really suggest do not ride it. Have pity on the elephants. I would suggest if you really want to spend time with elephants, you go to Chiang Mai. There is a, how do I say, an elephant sanctuary there. I would suggest you go to Chang Puak Elephant Camp. Yeah. There is one in Hatia, there's one in Bangkok, there's also in Chiang Mai. We were not able to go to Chiang Mai because Chiang Mai is already um, another part of Thailand. It's really like near Laos already. Yeah. Now we initially planned to take advantage of this um, activity, like spending time with elephants, but since we already spent too much and my friends say doesn't really want to do it that much as much as I want it. Like I really love to really take a bath with elephants, like feed them, really play with them. So there, I'm just really sad. Yes. So I really plan to go back there, but this time I want to go to Chiang Mai to really experience the elephant adventure. Okay, so please take care of our elephants and love them. Okay. Okay. I just want to give you a tip. Each one of us, each country, we have our own accent and many more. Thailand, they have a very, how do I say, high pitch accent. So if you're very sensitive to that, I would suggest you better ready yourself. Okay? And you better ready yourself. For example, here in Cebu, if you ride a bus, of course, what do we have here? Mane, 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 popcorn, what else? Chicharon, right? But there they sell when we ride the train going to Ayutthaya, they were selling food, but it's with rice and viand, like it's a rice meal. And they were like, China, 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 China. And then they were like really shouting all the time. Me and my friends decided that we will take a bus from Thailand going to Malaysia. Okay, so there's actually a lot of ways that you can do that. Um, One of it, of course, through plane, but we really want to experience that border to border travel. So that's why we took the bus, and it is a 13-hour travel from Hatia, Thailand, going to Kuala Lumpur. I booked a bus ticket from Bangkok to Hatia. Yes, and then we stayed one night in Hatia. I booked a room there, and our room is really super nice because it's purple. Yeah, I'm a purple lover, as you can see. All right, and we stayed there for one night. You can ride there because I think bus trip for Thailand to Malaysia is from Hatia to Kuala Lumpur. I think that's one. If you are from Bangkok, okay, that's the nearest route. That's the nearest trip that you can use if you want to travel by bus. If you want to travel by bus going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay? So there, and we bought, and there. And then when we arrived in Malaysia, actually our stay in Malaysia is just for 2 days. First day was when we arrived, okay, because we arrived in Malaysia in the we arrived at the border um 12 midnight, like 1 a.m. I think, something like that. And then we ate late dinner or early breakfast. I don't know what we call it. And we traveled by train. Okay, I think that's Padang Besar. I forgot. That's Padang Besar, and then from that you will you will ride a train going to Kuala Lumpur, there, going to KL Central. And then we're so happy that the one that we booked, it's actually a condo, and the room is really nice. Please check my Malaysia blog. We spent our New Year in Kuala Lumpur. Now tip, if you are in Kuala Lumpur, I would suggest, of course, I would, as what I have mentioned earlier, get or book a room that is near to the tourist destination. So our target was the Petronas Tower because we are really planning to do the countdown at the Petronas Tower. So I looked for a room that is very near and just walking distance to the Petronas Tower. So that's why we got that room. It's a very nice condo. So it's really like 5 minutes walk or less, something like that, going to Petronas Tower. Yes, so that's actually a really good place, and the rate is actually okay. However, we were not able to go to a lot of place in Malaysia because even though we still have time we still have time left before our flight, we decided to go to the airport already because we did not buy any SIM card because our stay there is just really short. Per room in Kuala Lumpur, we have free Wi-Fi. So most of the time, we just really spend our time inside the room. And the only time that we went out was for Bato Caves. And for Bato Caves, just one and for Bato Caves, it's really easy because from our train station, you just need to ride a train, and there, it will bring you to Bato Caves right away. You don't need internet connection to find it. Yeah. And for those who are asking, for Bato Caves, it's for free. It doesn't have entrance fee. However, I would suggest to bring sarong or shawl with you if you are wearing shorts because you cannot enter the temple if you are wearing shorts. So, but if you're wearing already like long, like dress or something, of course, it's fine. And but if you're wearing shorts, don't worry, you can actually rent there a sarong for 3 ringgit. Yeah. And you can also buy souvenirs there. All right. And be careful if you will go to Bato Caves. If you are bringing bottles with you, especially plastic, secure it, put it inside your bag because the monkeys there are really intelligent. They know how to climb, they know how to open bottles, they know how to drink water bottle. Yeah, one of the monkey actually stole my water bottle. That we were actually planning to visit the like a market in Malaysia, but since we don't have internet connection, it's really hard to find if you don't have one, and we just don't want to risk it because we don't want to be late for our flight. So that's why we went straight to the airport. And luckily, last tip, guys, if you are in Kuala Lumpur and you're flying by plane, guys, I'm telling you, you need to be early. Why? Because their how do I say, terminal is really long. When you arrive there, um, it looks like okay, this is how big it is, but no, it is long. So it's really a long walk. So if you are traveling from Kuala Lumpur going to other country, you better go there early because you don't know what's your terminal number, and it will really take a long time for you to walk. So I would suggest prep time is like 3 hours, 4 hours. That's gonna be better for you not to be late on your flight. So I think that would be all. I hope that I was able to answer your questions. And if you still have questions, on the just comment below, and I will really do my best to answer all of your questions. So tune in for more vlogs. I have more travel vlogs. So see you on my next vlog. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. See you. Bye bye.